Good day everybody, I hope you guys doing just fine. As for today, I'm going to present to you my research paper, Factors Influencing Foreign Workers' Unwillingness to Practice Safety in the Malaysian Construction Site. My name is Azreen Ariff bin Zulkeflee. I'm from Utah, PhD candidate from UITM. Before we go on, I would like to present to you my table of content. I will start with the introduction, followed by the literature review. I'm going to look at the foreign workers issues in Malaysian construction industry. We're going to look at the accident report as reported by the DOSH, unsafe behavior of the construction foreign workers. We're going to look at the poor safety practices as well as their poor behaviors. And then we're going to look at the research methodologies. After that, we're going to discuss regarding the findings, especially further with the discussion. And last but not least, results and the conclusions. I'm going to do a setting first. Malaysia as a developing country, we all know that we can see lots of development projects here in Kuala Lumpur alone. Alright, and then due to that, our government has opened up various job opportunities to the local citizen. Unfortunately, the local workers did not interested to work in the construction industry. They are reluctant to work in the construction site. Therefore, force these construction companies to hire the foreign laborers. Alright, so foreign laborers workforce was needed in our construction development. Therefore, there are several foreign workers from various countries with diverse cultures background. Due to that, obviously, there are unskilled labor, triggers unsatisfactory work. Therefore, we can see the main problems of safety non-compliances. How about we look at the construction issues? As accident cases reported by SOCSO in 2020 alone, in 2018 it's about 7,570 cases. But in the following year, 2019, there's about 7,915 cases reported. Accident cases reported by DOSH in 2019, there were about 8 permanent disability. Alright, non-permanent disability is 106, fatality 118 cases. It shows that within this graph alone, a simple graph, we can see there's a trend of accident. Accidents still keep happening in construction site. Several initiatives have been implemented by the management in order to improve the safety in the construction site. By management level, they already done frequent supervising, they already done safety policy, and even though they provide safety training to those foreign laborers. As a matter of fact, in project level, they already do some contract enhancement whereby there's no excuses for them to apply safety clauses. But this is the issue now. Safety at operational level still low. I'm going to show you. Accidents still occur. We know that by statistic. By management level, they will already do several initiatives. Contract level done their job. From the project level already done their job. Whereby various researchers has implemented from national culture and organizational culture perspective. We can see that there's researchers saying that. Now, this is where the research gap is. There are lack publication managing safety from operational level. Influx of foreign workers, there were about 70% to 80% of the construction workers at the operational level are occupied by foreign laborers. We know that. But do we tackle from the workers' attitudes and behavior? Do we ask the workers' perception what they want? Do we do some researches regarding their cultural clashes within the organization or the cultural of every ethnic groups? There are shortage of publications from the operational perspective. Okay, so we didn't ask them what they want in order for them to follow safety in the first place. All right, so that is the research review. Yeah, the research gap is that. Now I'm telling you this, we tend to eliminate the other factors such as the management perspective, project perspective. We just focus on behavioral based factors because we tend to find the factors from the primary sources. Okay, safety behavior of the foreign labor. Unsafe behavior due to poor safety awareness. They didn't know anything. They just come from their village. They come from their country. They didn't comply with safety in the first place. All right. Poor safety awareness, we know that is going to cost them poor safety practices. And why there is poor safety practices? Because of negligence, carelessness, overconfidence, and ignorance. So several researchers have established that. Now, why they ignore safety? Because they think that safety is not worth spending. Safety is not priority to them. And then when they come here, they want job, they want money, they tend to chase for progress. And then to them, safety is just a burden. Why is such a burden? Because they think that by applying safety, by following safety, will slow their physical movement. All right. Now, this is my research methodology. I'm adopting the qualitative method by conducting semi-structured interview. I put some inclusion criteria whereby those informants should be working closely with the foreign laborers in the construction site. So before we do the interviews, I did some brief screening with these informants whereby I give out some brief questions in order to eliminate unqualified informants. All right. So based on my survey, there are about 9 qualified informants who work closely with the foreign laborers in the in the operational level. And then I conduct this interview via online platform such as video calls, and then those interviews took about 30 to 40 minutes approximately. And then informants are free to express their views, and all data was recorded with their consents. I'm using thematic analysis in order to analyze all the responses. Within all the responses, I read thoroughly, and then I give them some coding in order to determine the patterns. So within the patterns, I align it into categories, and then those categories will be the sub-factors factors that I am looking for. And then based on that patterns, I establish the main factors for the entire research. And then in terms of sampling, I stop when data reach saturation phase. Based on these responses, all right, I found out there are 5 factors that's influencing the unwillingness to practice safety in the construction site among foreign laborers. The first one is the ignorance, witlessness, yeah, whereby the workers believe that the rules is inappropriate and they perceive safety very lightly because they've been practice unsafe behavior back at their home country, and then they believe that the rules are troublesome and outdated. Plus, the responses also believe that these workers are lazy and stubborn, whereby they disobey safety on purpose. And then they think that applying safety in the construction site is time consuming. Plus, the construction workers often rely on others when applying safety. They think that they will not obey any safety matters if others do not, if their friends do not follow them, they will not. And then laborers also expect others to do it for them. For example, in the construction site, yeah, when they're working at height, they didn't see any safety barriers installed near the latch. So they think and they expect other people will install the barriers for them. All right, and sometimes the informants also find out that several workers were drunk during the when completing the task. The second factor was negligence. All right, because sometimes they fail and forgot to apply safety in the construction site. They tend to misplace the PPE, and then they often give excuses saying that their PPE was stolen or simply left at home. And then sometimes they often to skip their jobs. I mean, they skip a step or procedures, safety procedures, because of negligent behaviors. And then sometimes the informants also believe that the workers often to play making jokes with their friends. Yeah, they tend to horseplay with their friends. So this kind of behavior is such a rough play, will trigger further accidents or near misses during the job. The third factor is oversight, whereby the workers tend to overlook the safety instruction. Any safety rules displayed in the notice board, construction workers tend to overlook this instruction, most probably due to incapabilities of them to read the safety instruction. And then sometimes they do not notice the safety rules displayed in the construction site. Factors number 4 was overconfidence. Informants believe that these workers are arrogant, whereby they believe that the accidents will not occur to them. All right, so, they often say that I've been working here for so long, I've been working like this for so long, and I haven't had any accidents at all. If they complete their job carefully, even though they're not obeying safety instruction, they believe the accident will not occur to them. All right, and last but not least, the fifth factor is misconception, whereby the workers tends to measure their life with the value of money. They perceive safety is as non-returning profit or benefits. Yeah, they didn't put safety as priority in the first place. This is because the workers tend to chase for progress, completing their job, because they think that applying safety is time consuming. As a conclusion, the key factors influencing foreign workers' unwillingness to practice safety in the construction site, we have found 5 major factors of behavior. So there are 5 factors that we have found. First of all, the ignorance, whereby the workers viewed safety to be inconvenience, irrational and unrealistic. And number 2, negligence, whereby they failed, forgot, and carelessness to apply safety. Next one is overlook. They tend to overlook the safety instruction, the safety regulation displayed in the construction site. And then they tend to feel overconfident. They believe that accidents will not occur to them. And then last but not least, their misconception towards the safety. Workers tend to chase for progress, eliminating the vital issues of the safety, and then the workers tend to view safety as non-returning value or profit. That is all from me. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye.